I just asked Norman about watching the standings. He says he does that a lot. Do you watch the standings closely? And how fun is this for you guys going down the stretch, half game back of Dallas, 1.5 with Lakers ahead of Lakers, and you got 3 games left?
I see some stuff on Twitter, and it's just too hard to think of all the possibilities. So you just try to win and then, check to see who won and who lost. But I think you need about 2 more games to really get an idea of where everything's going to be. I think when we get down to like the last game, I think after our back-to-back, we'll have a pretty good idea of where we potentially could be. But it's just too many hypotheticals on who loses, who wins. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now you guys are 0-6 against these final 3 teams, but you seem to be peaking. You and Dame have talked about. What are you laughing about? You and Dame.
6.
Sorry, man. You and Dame talked about raising the intensity. You even mentioned being in playoff mode now. Do you feel like you guys are peaking at the right time for this stretch?
Yeah, we've been playing well. I don't know how many games we've won. 8 of our last
8 of 9,
whatever it is. But yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Played 2 tough opponents, and then we finished with another tough opponent against the Nuggets. I think we should have won that Nuggets game at home, but it is what it is. I don't think I played any games against the Suns, and I think I played against Utah. But it'll be a tough game, but we'll be ready.
All right, thanks, man.
AJ McCord, Coin.
So I was just talking to Norman about the chemistry that he seemed to develop pretty instantly with you guys when he got to Portland. And one of the things he talked about is just how open everybody has been since he's been here to new ideas, whether that's defensively, offensively, the looks that are being created offensively for him. How has his dynamic and bringing in someone new maybe opened up some things, like some possibilities, I guess, that weren't there before, both defensively and offensively?
Yeah, I think it just takes time, in the beginning to get used to how we do things, to get used to our offense spacing, where shots are going to come from, where to kind of move within the offense, and then you kind of settle in. I think he's done a good job staying aggressive, attacking. He's a good player. He brings a lot of versatility to our offense. He can finish around the basket. He draws fouls. Obviously, he can defend, and he's coming off of a team in which he won a championship. So he has that championship pedigree, understanding of what it takes to win a championship. So I think we've been doing a much better job. And, part of it is health, they're getting back into things and playing well and kind of developing, that consistency from a confidence standpoint on his body. And I think Norm has just been a seamless transition, especially considering what we're trying to accomplish.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
CJ, I'm curious, you're facing a team like this. I mean, you're a pro, but at the same time, you see who's playing for them and who's not playing. They came in here having lost 42 of their last 47 games. How is it to get ready for a team like this and kind of stay focused on them?
You just got to be a pro. I think, we had some laws, at times, myself included, but you just got to figure it out, just, understand what the greater goal is and what you want to accomplish and later on. But they competed regardless of who was out there. They played hard, they made shots, and sometimes those teams are hard to play against because everybody's an option, not a lot of plays being called, and it's a kind of a free-flowing game, and everybody's got something to prove. A lot of 10 days, a lot of guys trying to showcase what they have to offer, and I think they did a good job tonight, and we just did enough to win, and now we just kind of move on and turn the page and get ready for our next couple of opponents.
Was it disappointing not to be able to dispose of them a little quicker and give the guys on the bench a little more run?
Never apologize for winning. So no one's going to ask about the final score and what happened in that Rockets game. You win or you lose and you move on. I think now we're moving on to Utah.